Bro, forget what society told you about how to keep a woman. Forget the movies, the advice columns, the endless posts about what women say they want. Because here's the real truth. Most men don't want to hear, you can be the nicest guy in the world, do everything right, and still lose her. You could plan candlelit dinners, pick her up after work, listen to every story, support every dream, and never miss a birthday. You could pour your heart into her every day, and still one morning, she might roll over and say, I just don't feel it anymore. And you'll sit there stunned, asking, why? After everything you've done? Now let me tell you why. Because loyalty doesn't come from actions. It comes from emotion, from how you make her feel on a deep, unconscious level. It's not about being good to her, but about being good for her emotional experience. That's what keeps a woman connected. That's what makes her stay, and most men miss that completely. They think, if I give more, she'll love me more. So they become emotionally available on command. They drop everything. They anticipate her needs. They bend. They mold. They cater. And slowly, silently, she loses interest. It's because your kindness isn't rooted in strength. It's rooted in fear. Fear of losing her, fear of not being enough. Fear that if you don't show up in every possible way, she'll find someone who will. But that energy, she feels it and she can't respect it. Understand this? Women don't leave because you're not nice. They leave because your energy doesn't move them anymore. You became predictable, too available, too reactive. And now she's emotionally starving. Starving for a feeling, not a favor. Women don't crave constant support. They crave polarity, masculine presence, emotional gravity. They stay where they feel something, not where everything is done right. You could be her emotional Uber, always on time, always reliable, always taking her where she wants to go. But eventually, that predictability starts to suffocate. And she starts to look for air. What she wants, deep in her feminine, is to feel moved, to feel the storm of uncertainty followed by the calm of your groundedness. That's the dance she wants to experience. That's what keeps her loyal. Not safety alone, not service, but intensity, depth, edge. Now, here's what most men get wrong. They believe emotional safety means giving her the reins, letting her decide everything, making sure she's never uncomfortable, always saying yes. But that doesn't create safety, that creates smothering. True safety comes from your unshakable presence, from you standing firm in who you are, from you not needing her reactions to validate your worth. She doesn't want a butler. She wants a man, a real one. One who can look her in the eyes when she's emotional and not flinch. One who can tell her no without guilt. One who isn't afraid to disappoint her when it means staying true to himself. Because only then does she relax. Only then does her guard drop. Only then does she feel that you're real, not performing. This is why you've seen women leave the guy who gave her the world for the guy who gave her nothing but presence. The one who's not perfect, but who feels powerful, centered, and grounded. She doesn't miss the gifts. She misses the feeling. Women are loyal to their emotional experience with you. That's it. You could build her a dream life, and she'll still walk if it doesn't feel like a dream inside. Because no matter how much you provide, if your energy feels off, if it feels needy, overbearing, insecure, hesitant, or chaotic, she'll start to retreat. And here's the harsh truth. The more you give from that place of trying to secure her love, the faster she loses respect. Not because she's ungrateful, but because she can sense that it's not clean. She feels the hidden agenda. She sees the approval seeking. And once that happens, no gift can fix it. No good deed can bring back the spark. Because her loyalty was never to the gifts, it was to the experience. Ask yourself honestly, are you leading with your masculine energy, or are you reacting to her emotions? Are you holding your own center, or chasing hers? When she withdraws, do you collapse inward? Or stay grounded? Because every time you react from fear, you shrink. And every time you shrink, she feels it. And when she feels it, her feminine doesn't trust you. And if she can't trust your energy, she won't stay loyal to your presence. Now let's talk about the emotional tests. Every man gets them, every woman throws them, consciously or unconsciously. It's not because she's trying to break you, it's because she's trying to find you. She wants to feel what you're really made of. Not what you say, not what you buy, but what energy you hold when the emotions get heavy. She wants to feel your anchor, not your explanation. So when she's chaotic, moody, unpredictable, it's not always a sign of disrespect. It's often a search for your depth. She's checking, is this man real? Or is he just performing until I'm happy again? And if you fail that test, by chasing, by appeasing, by folding, she slowly detaches. Not because she doesn't love you, but because her feminine can't relax in a frame that wobbles. So don't be fooled by what women say they want on the surface. They may say they want constant attention, affection, comfort. But what keeps them loyal? What really keeps them locked in? It's the presence that doesn't shake, the confidence that doesn't seek, the strength that doesn't flex. It's being a man who can walk away and mean it, but chooses to stay. Not because he needs her, but because he wants her, from a place of fullness, not fear. She feels that and she trusts it. And because she trusts it, she stays loyal to it. You want to know why so many relationships fall apart even when both people try? It's because effort without energy is empty. You can go through all the motions, follow every tip, do all the romantic things and still be missing the one thing that matters, the emotional experience you create. And that comes from one place only, which is who you are when she's not watching. How grounded you are in your own skin. How centered you remain when emotions rise. How deeply you know yourself, your values, your direction. Because that is what she mirrors. Not your perfection, not your devotion, but your presence. And if that presence is missing, if it's wrapped in anxiety or overthinking or over-explaining, she will feel it in her bones. And slowly, you'll lose her. So stop asking what you should do to keep her. Start asking what kind of man you need to become to create a space where her loyalty is not even a question, where her feminine feels pulled, not pressured, where she's inspired to stay, not obligated, and where your value is no longer up for negotiation. Because once you tap into that, you'll never have to chase a woman again. You'll never beg. You'll never worry if you're doing enough. Because you'll realize it was never about what you did. It was always about what you carried. That calm confidence, that masculine edge, that deep stillness that says, I'm enough, whether you stay or not. And from that place, she stays. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. Because her loyalty isn't to your actions, it's to your essence. So stop performing, stop pleasing, stop panicking. Start embodying. Be the man she feels, not the one she studies. Be the presence she remembers, not the checklist she forgets. Because in the end, she's not loyal to what you do. She's loyal to what you are. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.